Sir, the stats says that the Indian data analytics market is valued at nearly $3.55 billion. And by 2030, which is like nearly 5 years from now, it's going to be $21.29 billion, which is like crazy. Do you see this growth happening? Such a big
You're
massive...
right. I mean, at least for the last 7-8 years, enormous growth is happening.
As a CEO of a company or a business owner, I would say, yeah, my team should be efficient, less people cost, of course, less human resources. But sir, we are contributing to the job loss in the longer run. I remember going through a case study of any girl who's 17 who's going to buy a pink rug and X multivitamin capsules.
Yeah.
Where do you see the usability of data in today's world? Where do you see? All right, hi everyone, welcome on board. बहुत सारे लोग मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, सर what is this data science? And I've been quoting somewhere that if I would have my own son, I would make him do analytics. And today I'm sitting with the Professor, or I should call Dr. P. Bala Subramanyam sir, Bala sir, and who is the chairperson for Big Data Analytics at Go Institute of Management. Today I'm going to ask him questions which are going to woo you, of course, because sir has spent a lot of time in industry. Sir, nearly 20 plus years?
You're right, 22 years in
22
precise.
years. And
Yeah.
you were working on data science, IT, tech that
completely on the data science, and of course my post-graduation degree as well as PhD is in statistics only.
time? In stats itself.
So I bound to work in data science.
That's
projects.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Bhai, you can learn a lot from him. Sir, the stats says that the Indian data analytics market is valued at nearly $3.55 billion. And by 2030, which is like nearly 5 years from now, it's going to be $21.29 billion, which is like crazy. And this is a CAGR of nearly 35.8%. Do you see this growth happening? Such a big
You're
massive...
right. I mean, at least for the last 7-8 years, enormous growth is happening and a lot of new opportunities for the students. It is not like a shrinking. It is really growing like in an exponential rate. Students who are good in data science, really, even they can think of starting their own startup as well.
Yeah.
In Bangalore itself, per year, so many companies starting newly and then on the innovative data science ideas.
Super.
Yeah.
Let's start from scratch. So say I want to learn data science. I'm a typical engineer from an NIT, IIT or a normal tier 2, tier 3 school. Or I'm a BBA, BCom graduate. How important is maths and stats? Is it a stepping stone towards data science or you can actually kill it?
Yes, it is not that really you should have an advanced knowledge of maths and stats. Suppose if you have a basic knowledge which you anyhow come across your graduation degree, that is really well sufficient, because we have ready-made tools available, we have ready-made apps available to do the advanced stuff, but you should know how to use that. So what we teach in data science here is how to use those things very effectively, and of course the important is how to read the output. You'll get a set of output, you have to take a business conclusions from that. So we teach how to take the business conclusions from that. That's really more important, rather than having, say, advanced knowledge in statistics and mathematics may not be required at every point of time.
It's more about the usability of
You're
the
right.
tool.
You're right. It's more than applicability.
So tell me more, sir, about usability. Any case study which you teach in the class or any kind of... I remember going through a case study of Target store. There was a book in which they said... they did number crunching about a lot of people in the stores, and they came with the know-how that any girl who's 17 who's going to buy a pink rug and X multivitamin capsules, so she's pregnant. And they were calling them up and upselling them. That's the case for any kind of a big store like a Tesco or a Target or a Walmart.
Interesting. Yeah.
And they call up their dad, that girl's dad. Hi, sir, your girl is pregnant, and the dad was blasting it. How can you say that? She's just 17, etc., etc. And I'm going to sue you, etc. 1 week later on, they come to know that she was actually pregnant.
Wow. Okay.
So data is becoming so true.
So
true.
Yeah.
Where do you see the usability of data in today's world? Where do you see?
You're right. I mean, like right from starting when you wake up from the bed, it starts with a dialogue. Yes, today your breakfast might be a cup of milk with noodles. It will give a suggestion like this. It is based on availability of things in fridge, availability of the menu at the canteen. It will just tell you the suggestion of your breakfast as well. And also till end, what is the temperature that you need to keep in your bedroom, and what is the light that is suitable for your eyes to sleep. Till that point, it will give nook and corner, it will give the suggestions, and it is just into the personal, but when you take into different domains like manufacturing, healthcare, or everywhere, I was into manufacturing for more than 15 years, and then I saw that every step of manufacturing, we can use data effectively, we can reduce the waste, we can do the things more effectively compared to the previous thing.
Wow.
So that was what my job for the last 15 years. I was into couple of multiple manufacturing industries. One is Robert Bosch Engineering,
Yeah, Robert Bosch.
which is
In
leader in
Bangalore,
the
sir?
automotive. Yeah, Bangalore.
Yeah, I remember the
And
Bosch building is the same
you're
building.
right. Yes,
The-
it is in Kormangla,
Yeah, okay,
which is
Koramangala.
opposite to the Forum Mall.
Okay, yes,
Where
of course.
when I get bored with my work, I used to go to movie in Forum Mall. Actually,
Yeah. That's the first mall I think in Bangalore at that time.
Yeah.
Everybody in Karnataka used to
You
go and visit there.
and that's actually a food corner as well. You will get all cities, all countries' food there in Kormangala. So I used to work there, and each and every of my topic, sometimes related to supply chain, sometimes related to forecasting of the product, this thing, and sometimes it might be related to what is the warranty issues that I'm going to get, what are the spares that I need to keep stored. So those kind of projects, many projects I used to work. So data science play a vital role in all these domains, and especially the students with the data science skills are going to get place here.
Excellent.
They're going to solve unsolved problems in the
नौकरी लग जाएगा अच्छा है ना?
correct. नौकरी लग जाएगा, and they'll get good satisfaction after the work.
Yeah. But isn't it little bit scary, sir? You're saying like you're going to tell me like eat cup noodles because they are available and your temperature should be this much.
You're right. Sometimes it might enter into our personal lives as well, but there should be a small line where you want to say yes, where you want to stop it, and it all depends on us how we instruct the machines actually. There is a privacy angle to it, where in European countries and all, where we have a lot of laws around it, but yes, it is in your hand. We can stop that when we don't want, and at the same time we can enjoy the suggestions given.
True that.
When I was driving car from Goa to Bangalore, it used to tell, hey, in another 20 kilometers, your favorite Adyar Anand Bhavan is on your left side. It used to say like that. So
Yeah.
I really love that kind of recommendations from my car.
Yeah. And Google also does it like it's time to go
You're
home.
right. Yes.
You know,
Google, yeah.
That's so scary.
Similar
That's
kind
actually
of,
scary.
Yeah.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. So, sky is the limit on personalization. Data is also personalization since we're talking about personal stuff. But healthcare data also. So, I was reading a case in IIM Ahmedabad. I went for an executive management course in IIM Ahmedabad recently.
Okay.
And they were saying all the manufacturing units in India, if you make them wear a nice jacket, which is like a company branded jacket, but it'll have a simple GSM.
Yeah.
And then you can track each and every person where is wasting time, where is required to go. And that's too much scary, I think. We are making men's robots.
You're right.
Yeah. Even if he's spending time in the washroom also, the manager can come in, yaar, yesterday you spent 20 minutes in the loo, today you spent 30 minutes in the loo. What the hell is this? This is too much. But we're going there, na, sir? We're going there.
It's going there. And even the other side of it, I'll tell you, we have machines in a row, and each at least 10 mechanics working on each of that machine. Say suppose if I observe them, how their hands are moving, how they are actually keeping little spares on that particular, for example, it is a motor or something like this. If I'm able to cover that, then I can actually create robots who can do the similar work, where an experienced 30-year mechanic work can be just repeated by a robot.
Right.
So this is one project what we work. So therefore, observing them, what they are doing, how they are doing, is having an additional advantage in the manufacturing. I remember I went to Germany. There's a big factory in Feuerberg in Germany. So I visited in 2014 and I visited in 2019. When I visited in 2014, in an assembly line, almost 50 persons standing and working. When I visited in 2019, in the place of this, just only 2 people working.
Oh.
So this is a kind of where mimicking of the human behavior by the robots, that's add lot of actually saves cost, and at the same time it will improve the efficiency.
That's crazy, sir.
Yeah.
I was in Michigan, Detroit, and the big fours are there. And in the hotel which I was staying there, I was there for like 3 months of time. So you stay in an Airbnb kind of thing. And rest all were the Ford employees. And I spoke to one, what do you do? We got laid off. What do you do? We got laid off. And now there's only one person in the Ford entire factory. That's the guy who just switches on the robot
Okay.
and goes home.
Oh, wow.
That's what they say.
Okay.
And but highest number of unemployment is in Detroit, Michigan. Do we also, of course, we are as a CEO of a company or a business owner, I would say, yeah, my team should be efficient, less people cost, of course, less human resources. But sir, we are contributing to the job loss in the longer run.
I will look this into a different angle. Say, suppose it is not the kind of job loss, but it is actually upskilling yourself. Okay, if you are able to upskill yourself with the new technology, new skills, then you are finding ways to do the job in an easier way. It is not a kind of job loss, but you are doing your job in an optimized way. Suppose a person working on a shop floor know how to handle a computer in the say in the stores or something like this, then he's going to have multiple jobs. He's going to actually earn more than what he's currently earning. So if I see into another angle, it is kind of a person who is really upskilling himself or herself every day. That's really opens the door for many things for that particular person. So it is not kind of a 100% job loss. Suppose someone don't want to change himself, he don't want to learn anything new, then probably it is a risky for him. If a person willing to learn things, then probably it creates a lot of opportunities.
That's amazing. That's what people said. You know, when internet came in, people said, or when computer came in, people said job losses. Then internet came in, job losses.
Correct.
And now AI is there, and people are saying job losses. So, what's your take on AI, sir? Analytics? AI is analytics, isn't it? You're
right. I mean, like AI, I view it as a very bigger circle, and then probably data analytics is a sub part of it, where almost all AI models, there is some kind of a data analytical tools will be there, and maybe some are without any data science. It is just a kind of a rule based something, which is not at all any data science kind of. So artificial intelligence, we can view it as a big circle, and in that data science is one more sub circle.
Great, right. Sir. Explain us little bit of AI, I mean, to a layman, and is it relevant for me to start using Chat GPT if I'm not using it? And apart from copying in the assignments, which every student is these days using Chat GPT, I know that. My team in office, I mean, I've got 30 people from IIMs right now. I run a leadership program. The one window which is continuously open is Chat GPT. They're not even thinking about it.
Super. Yeah.
Is it good, bad?
Okay. Let me start like this. To put it in a simple way, I'll classify intelligence into two. One is artificial and is human intelligence, where human brain really required to do some kind of activities where machines cannot do. That's a human intelligence. And you are actually giving knowledge to computers how to do a job. That we call it as an artificial intelligence. And you asked me a question of how good or bad of using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Now see, we even at Go and Stock Management, we never stop our students not to use ChatGPT. Okay, but we are trying to tell them, use your own intelligence after you get the output of ChatGPT. Because even as a faculty, I have tools to check whether a particular person 100% copied from ChatGPT or not. I have my own tools to check that. So therefore, we actually advise the students, yes, take the output from ChatGPT, but add your intelligence on top of it. Add your own inference points on top of it. Then that makes really more intelligent assignment or report kind of thing. And even, sir, when we started the course in 2018, mostly we teach Python and we ask them to code each and every line. Now, slowly we are moving away from that. We make them to learn coding, but at the same time, we ask them take help of ChatGPT, create a code, and you have to yourself check the code each and every line, add whenever necessary. So that's the thing that we are bringing. We are not stopping students using ChatGPT, but we are asking them to add intelligence on top of it. That's what we are doing. Actually, decent knowledge about statistics. If you know few things about programming or computer, that is really sufficient. And there is a future for this particular area in the next at least 10 to 15 years. Even after 15 years, you might be in a place where you are creating robots as such, but the job market is really growing in a better way. And 2-3 things I wanted, I'm like students who are aspiring to become data scientists. One is develop enthusiasm, keep little out of box thinking kind of thing. Okay, for example, if I'm coming and telling some problem, you have to just put 2 steps behind and see it from a global perspective. Then secondly, as I said, there are positives and negatives. Just see how you can use data science for a betterment of the society, betterment of the people, betterment of the organization that you're working on, and keep confidence on yourself. So these are some three major things that you have to keep in mind. And if once you enter, then no need to look back, and then the career ladder is really looking very nice. And then I mean, like, compared to other domains, they generally have tendency to grow very faster.
That's so amazing. Boys and girls with this growth tendency, do it on the like button. Or मुझे comment करके बताइए, are you guys keen on analytics? Do you think it's the future? What do you think about the future of Chat GPT AI? Do you think it's still relevant? Or do you think it's gonna just too much of it? And sir spoke about betterment of humanity. If you got any more ideas about the same, let's discuss in the comment section. Analytics is the future or not? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very
It was
much for this.
pleasure meeting you, sir.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, boys and girls, see you in the comment section. Take care. Bye-bye.